computer. That sounds good. Okay. All right. So like I said, I legit have notes because I want to like spit some fire into you guys' veins tonight. I'm not sure if I can or not, but I'm going to try because personal development is my jam. If you guys don't do personal development, like you have to start doing it. If you have moments of feeling like you're not worthy or you're not like these other 200K leaders, or you don't know what to do, or you feel stuck, or anything, literally anything, personal development is the bomb. If you do not believe in yourself and you don't have someone telling you to believe in yourself, you're not going to believe in yourself. Rachel, I'm the same way. I was so bad at it. I felt like, well, I mean, I don't need this. Like, I believe one day I'm going to get there. But I was just like dilly-dallying around, taking my time when I watch personal development, like it fires me up. And you guys, I do it in the morning while I'm cooking my kids breakfast. That's why I don't check messages, because I'm usually playing a video as soon as I wake up. And I've watched several videos on YouTube about how the first 30 minutes of your day, you're supposed to like stay off of technology, blah, blah, blah. I can't do that. But what I do is I put on a video and I will stay off of like my phone. And the reason why they say that is just so you can have a clear mind, a stress-free mind in the morning. You wake up in a happier mood when you're not immediately blown up with like, messages or Facebook drama, and you're scrolling and you see all this crap going on, or the news. People watch the news first thing in the morning and they get put in a bad mood immediately because it's all depressing stuff. So the first thing that I do is I open up my phone, I open up YouTube, I have a playlist of, motivational videos that I have found that really like touch me, because there's so many motivational videos, you guys, but not every single one is going to make you feel like you can kick down a brick wall. You have to find someone or some type of motivation that like seriously inspires you personally. Like, what do you want to do? Because some of them are geared toward athletes, and some of them are geared toward fears, and some of them are geared toward no excuses. For me, mine is like the no excuses. Like, get off your butt, Sarah, stop complaining, and just get out there and do it. Like, that's what I need somebody to tell me every single morning. So that's what I do. And it puts me in the best mood ever. Like, I honestly feel like I have someone telling me that every single day. So that's something that I definitely recommend over everything, personal development. If you don't have time to do, anything throughout the day, like post and do personal development. Seriously, if that has to be the only two things that you do, that should be it. Audiobooks are amazing on YouTube. Like, that's exactly, because my kids are legit crazy. And if they see me with my phone out, like, I never actually get to watch the video because then they want it and they're all mama, papa. And I'm like, no, baby, it's time mama and papa. They're crazy. So I just watch it by myself. The audiobooks are awesome, awesome, awesome. And you guys can do that at any time. Like, I hate when people are like, I'm so busy. Surely you have, 20 minutes throughout the day to plug into an audiobook, or while you're taking a poo on the toilet, bring up a quick YouTube video. Like, there's 7-minute quick YouTube videos. Like, stay in there for 7 minutes and then wipe yourself. Like, you have to, I know it sounds funny, you guys, but when I was working full time, I legit did not have time to be working a business. But you know what? I made time because I didn't want to be stuck at my 9-to-5 forever. And it was like, I was making my why my excuse. I was saying to myself, like, I'm working a full-time job. I don't have time for this, when my goal was to quit my full-time job. Like, I can't quit my full-time job unless I kick butt in this business and make this work, And so that's exactly what I did. I posted every single time I took a pee break. I listened to videos when I took a poo break. When on my lunch break, I would follow up and answer any messages that, came through to me during the day. And honest to goodness, like, I worked harder when I did have a full-time job because I was scheduled. I knew exactly what I was doing at the exact different time. Like, maybe I had different things going on for different days, but I knew I was at work from 8 to 5. So if I can figure out what little segments, all it takes is, an hour to work your business. You don't have to be on your phone all day long. As you get up there and you have a bigger team, like, yeah, I'm on my phone on and off a lot during the day, but actually working, Like I maybe work an hour to 2 hours a day. And that includes posting, interacting, that includes, sending out messages and following up with people. It doesn't include our team chat, but everything else it does. So it's not hard to make that. And if 30 minutes is all you can give, 30 minutes is what you need to set for yourself. Yeah. And I bet your kids are clingy when you get home from work, Rachel. Like it's hard. It's hard to find a balance. And you guys, the thing is, there is no balance. There's not. I've been trying to find a balance for 3 years and there's no balance. You just have to do it. Like it literally takes me like 15 freaking minutes to write out a 3-sentence message sometimes because my kids are up my butthole like all the time. But I keep texting, I keep posting, I keep sending messages because I have to do that. Like I want my husband home so bad it's not even funny. That's my goal now. So anyway, so let me read some of my notes. Okay. If you're new, starting over or jumping back in, your first job is inviting people to be on the product, inviting people into the business. It's not to make your Facebook a billboard and share about every single product that we have. And let's just pretend that we're all jumping back into the business because sometimes I think we need to just wipe our mind of what we think we know about direct sales, what we think we know about social media, and start over. That's awesome, Patricia. That is awesome. You are reaching out to people. Buffer's been helping on posting, Rachel says. Yeah, I freaking love not Buffer. I don't use Buffer. What do I use? Planoly, but those posting apps are bomb. Love them. So yeah, your job is to get people to sit in the same exact seat that you sat in whenever you first became interested in the products or the business. And a lot of you guys, that was me telling you that I was leaving. But let's be real, like in that conversation, what did you get out of what I said? Like, was it the money? Was it the bonuses? Was it the fact that there was no website fee? Like, was it the fact that the products give amazing results on the first day? What was it that drew you into the company, that drew you into the products? Your job is to get people to sit in that same exact seat, seeing the things that you saw on the day that you became interested and signed up, or, on the day that you became interested or signed up or whatever, and signed up. We're going to start Facebook live events just with our team, which I'm really excited about. I'm kind of nervous. I don't want it to be something that's super small, but I also don't like the big ones. So I think this will be kind of a good thing to play with and see how everything is going to turn out. I really want to kind of do them a little differently and give you guys a certain amount of invites so that we can kind of feel out how many people we're going to have every single week. And if we get to the point where we need twice a week, then we can do twice a week. I would love to have 50 to 100 people on these events, with including us, including the promoters that invited everybody. But that'll take work. But if we can start getting getting people to our events, here's what happens. People actually see a face. I have been learning from a lot of leaders lately that actually do face-to-face visits and Zoom calls with their potentials instead of talking to them through a message, through a chat, through the phone. And a lot of them are saying that because they see your face and see that you're a real person and hear how you're talking and blah, 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 that it just hits home better. And when we first started in this company, we were participating in the big live events. And I can't tell you how many people I closed minis off of and closed customers off of because of those live events. There was almost always promos at the end, which we can figure out a way to do that for only the people that show up or something. But I want to make this something that helps you guys not feel as pressured to know it all. Because here's the thing, you're not going to ever know it all. You're not. Things change every single day. The things that you did today aren't going to work tomorrow. It just is what it is, and we have to grow with the times. And so what better way to do that, to get everybody at a group together, get everybody excited together on a live event, and take the pressure off of you guys of explaining and closing these people, and let some of the leaders, let other people do some of the work, and let your people feed off of that excitement. So that you can go back and close them a lot easier. So that's my hope with Facebook Live events. And I think that should be all of our jobs. In the next few weeks, regardless of whether you're new or not, like we should be focusing on inviting and sharing and not necessarily focusing on knowing everything, because you're not going to know everything. Like I watch a Zoom or a recorded call every single night. That's what I do when the kids go to bed. And usually there's a Zoom, inactive Zoom going on, but like, I don't know, I just learned that way. And so I know other people do. So I'm hoping that it will help. Okay. So for a lot of you guys, y'all are saying that you don't know how to work this business. There's no right or wrong way to work this business. There's no roadmap to success. You just do things that work. Some people go from door to door and they're like a window salesman, and that works for them. That's old school, but it works for them. And if it works, then keep doing it. Some people love to what they call threats. Like they love to be out and about in public, wearing their DFT and showing and telling what it's about. If that works for you, then do it. My thing is social media. I am a super introvert. I'm a little bit more extroverted now because of this business. I can sit here and talk to you guys till I'm blue in the face, but I can't always do that in public. So for me, social media is where it's at. But here's what you guys got to understand. Stop overthinking social media. Just stop. Stop. Just be a real person. Okay? If it doesn't attract you and you look at your picture or your post and you're thinking to yourself, that sounds kind of spammy. That sounds kind of salesy. I hope that people don't think that's salesy. Like, number one, you're either overthinking it or it's salesy. Like, change it up. Do something else. And it's okay to have a salesy post every now and then, because again, if you don't open your mouth for business, your business is never open. Facebook is our business cards, you guys. Their business cards are out of date now, but Facebook is our business card. And if you're not using social media, then you have to be working your business somewhere else if you want to grow, because growth does not come from anything but action. You have to take action somehow, somewhere, like you have to do it. So stop overthinking social media. Like posting should be something that comes natural. And it's hard at first because I even overthink my posts sometimes, but you don't have to make everything about Lavelle. You don't have to tie everything into Thrive. Show people what you did on Friday night. Show people where you go when you need retail therapy. Show people what your favorite smoothie place is. Show people your life, because that's what they buy into. They buy into you and your lifestyle. And if you're not making any money or showing people a lifestyle that they want, why would they join you? And I don't mean to say that in a rude way, but it's true. If somebody has something and they're trying to promote to me, but it doesn't look appealing, I'm not going to buy it. End of story. You have to make your life look appealing. And I know some of you guys are sitting there thinking, well, I don't do anything. I don't either. I legit don't get out of my house for like days on end sometimes. Days. I feel like a hermit crab. And it's awful. I can't stand it. But nobody knows that because Facebook is my highlight reel. Okay? And that's like what you guys need to understand. Y'all have to draw people in. Life isn't always rainbows and butterflies, and people know that. So you have to be real at the same time. But you've got to draw people in somewhere. They don't come to your page to see a billboard, though. Remember that. Like, show them your life, not like they're driving down the highway and they see all these. Show me your show. I freaking love that hashtag, Brittany. Okay, sorry, I'm reading comments. Yes, Patricia, because you've only been thriving for a little bit. She says she loves it. Okay. So another thing is, I have been getting a lot of like, well, I've been working and not getting anywhere. Let's talk about that, and let's dig into that a little bit more, because what have you been doing, though, is the thing that you need to ask yourself. Like, how have you been working? Like, have you just been posting? Did you post 3 times today? Did you talk to your upline? Did you, I don't know, message like a couple of your customers and remind them about auto shipment? Because that's not working. None of that is working, you guys. They're already customers. They're already promoters. We're already in the business. I'm already in here. Like, talking to me does not make you money. Enrolling makes you money. So working, in my opinion, posting is a part of work, yes, but that's like 2%. Talking to your upline and your customers and promoters, that's like another 2%. The other 90 to 96 whatever percent, that's action, you guys. It takes action, like talking to new people every single day. The reason why I sign customers is because I talk to new people all the time. I don't just sit and twiddle my thumbs. And I'm not saying I sit and message them and say, hey girl, you want to try some Thrive? Like, I don't do that. I do not message people about my products unless they have commented on a picture. I would like to start messaging people that like my pictures, but I'm not very good about that, like in a not spammy way. So I just don't do it. But I mean, that's something that doesn't work for me. Like, I don't get good results. If it works for you, then do it. Like I said, we're all different. We all have different audiences. We all have different, types of people on our timeline. My people are broke. Okay. Most people on my friends list are broke, and I have to show them that what I have is worth their money. And that takes time, you guys. It takes building a relationship. If you have a network full of people that do love to, color their hair, and maybe they get Botox, or they go to the gym all the time because they're super obsessed with the way that they look, like, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. That's just a whole different crowd. If they invest money in themselves frequently, it's going to be a little bit easier of a sale, right? That's why we say that whenever you look for friends to add, that you prospect up, because there's a whole nother market out there, you guys. There's a whole heck of a lot of people that love spoiling themselves, that go out and get their nails done and their toes done every single week, that go out and dye and cut their hair, that go out and get the microblading and Botox and liposuction, and maybe they got a boob implant, but they're broke all the time. Like, I know what you're saying, Bailey, and I can't stand that. People that are broke but post about getting their nails done and going shopping all night long. It's frustrating. And, if you know that person on a personal level, be like, look, I just saw that you went and got your nails done. Like, I see you. I have called people out like that before. I see you going and spending money and then giving me the runaround. Like, when are you going to treat yourself to feel amazing? Like, when are you going to do it? And you guys, if you're real with that person, if you've been connecting with that person, they're going to be like, girl, I totally forgot about that. Or I don't know if that's right for me. Like, get to the bottom of why people are putting you off. And that's another thing. Like, make it about them. Make it about your potentials. Nobody wants to sit and hear me tell my story about how I hit VIP bonuses, and and now I'm at 12K and I make blah, 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 and I get a car bonus, and me. Like, nobody wants to hear about that, because that doesn't change their paycheck or their pocket or their ability to pay their bills. It doesn't change any of that for them. They have to know that you're in it for them. What is going to make you work? What kind of paycheck would you want if you join this business? Why are you joining this business? Like, is it for the friendships? Is it for the freedom? Is it for just the fact that you want to sit and talk to us once a week on Zoom? Like, what is it? Is it just because you love the products? Like, what do you need? When you can get to the bottom of what they need this for, then you can figure out how to approach them. And I throw that up in people's faces sometimes. Like, if I have a mom who's been struggling and, she's putting me off, like, and I've built a relationship with her, I will say, girl, like, remember when you told me you wanted to stop crying yourself to work because you just dropped your kids off at your daycare? Like, come give this a shot, because I know that I can help you make that happen if you give it your all. Like, use people's whys, because that's what they're motivated from. They've already told you the golden ticket. All you have to do is remember that, take note of it, and bring it back up in a conversation. And I'm not saying make these people feel guilty, but remind them why they were once interested in your opportunity or your products. Remind them that they've already told you what they wanted out of this, and that you're willing to hold their hand and make it happen. And a lot of times people either A, don't think it's about them and they think you just want to make a sale, or B, they don't think you care and that you're just a sale. So it's important to make people feel like they're not just a sale, that there's not another them out there, that you can help them make everything happen. Sorry. One thing that this person said on the Zoom that I was watching yesterday, He said, if you spend all day just interacting, you're basically dating 500 people on Facebook. And I loved that analogy because work in this business is so much more than just one thing here and one thing there. And I know I've talked about this with It Works. I'm not sure if I've said it here, but I use the chocolate chip cookie analogy all the time. If you guys are making chocolate chip cookies and you don't have all of the ingredients and you don't have chocolate chips, and you leave the chocolate chips out of the chocolate chip cookies, that changed the whole game, right? Now they're sugar cookies. They're like sugar chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips, which are amazing, by the way, but they're not what you wanted to make. It's not the outcome that you originally thought because you don't have chocolate chips. You have to put all of the ingredients of this business in together to build your recipe, because if you don't, you're not being consistent with everything. And honest to goodness, it all boils down to consistency. Everything in this business is consistency. If you're going to work belly to belly and you're going to, work your business face to face for the most part, you have to be consistent about meeting new people. If you're going to work on social media, you have to be consistent about posting and adding people. If you're going to close somebody and make them feel like you're their friend and that they can trust you, you have to follow up consistently, and not just about the products, but about their life in general. You have to be a consistent, genuine person. So it all boils down to consistency. I love that quote. And then Maria Dillard once said, if you're a slave to this business, you're not doing something right. Be intentional with your time. And for me, that is very hard. That's something I struggle with. I get lost in Facebook all the time. Like, I just start scrolling, or I see a funny cat video. I freaking love cat videos. They're all dumb, and I just love them so much. Like, cats are so dumb. Mine is sitting right beside me. But so that's something that, like, I'm guilty of. I get sucked into the most random, oh my gosh, the launch curling ones. Those videos pop up on my timeline. I'm not even kidding you, like 17 times a day, and I probably watch at least one every single day. But now I've gotten to the point where I'll like fast forward to the end just to see what her curly hair looks like. But I still watch them. That's a waste of my time. So you guys, I'm guilty of all of this stuff too, but I'm just trying to give you guys some like insight on everything. You have to just snap yourself out of it. So what I've been doing, honestly, is I've been working on Instagram a little bit more. I feel like there are so many less distractions on Instagram. It's literally just you scroll down and you look at pictures and you double tap to like and you comment to comment. That's it. Like, it's so simple. So the past 3 or 4 customers that I've gotten over the last week have all been from Instagram. So if that's something that maybe you guys want to try, there's tons of Instagram training. There was an awesome Zoom on Instagram last night. And I think it's on YouTube. I can post the link in it. But Instagram is a whole nother world, you guys. It's a whole different audience of people. Facebook is, there's just more. There's more algorithm. There's more stuff. There's the marketplace. There's videos. And I'm not saying stop Facebook, because Facebook is amazing. I love Facebook. But if you're like me and you get super distracted like a squirrel all the time, maybe try a shot at Instagram. You never know. Like, if you really like taking pictures and you're worried about blowing up your Facebook newsfeed, try Instagram. You can post 50 pictures a day on there and nobody will care, because it's Instagram. That's what it's made for, is pictures, right? So figure out what works for you. I think that's one of the most important things. There's so many different ways to work this business, and not everyone works it like me or like Bailey or like Rachel or like any of us, you know? Okay. Whew. All right. Let me get back on track, because this is why I take notes, you guys, because I ramble. Figure out what people want for themselves. I already talked about that. Okay, so posting. Thrive is not just about the money. We all know that, but we've got to make it seem that way in our posts. So I just took notes about, like, and we've talked about posting in the past, but you guys, anything can be turned into a Lavelle-related post. Literally anything, especially with these products, because they're the same for everybody, right? Like, some people might use a black label versus a regular DFT, or throw in an Activate midday, but like, it's the basic same 3 steps for everybody, unless they're allergic to something, and that's different. But you know, your posts, they can be about anything. If you go to the gas station and you fill up your gas tank halfway, you can post about the fact that maybe you didn't have to pay for that. Or, maybe post about getting Thrive credits on the 2nd, because now you can purchase your products for free because the company just paid for them. Like, maybe it's Tuesday. We get paid every single Tuesday. That's a perfect opportunity post right there. Flex Friday. That's a perfect post right there. Like, it doesn't have to be that you guys know that everything. Like, literally, hold on, I'll show you this post that I literally just made. Okay. It's little Thrive products on a desk. I did it in Instagram stories. So I put the text there. I saved the picture, and then I posted it in Instagram as well. Literally, my caption says energy with little dots in between. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Nope, probably not. It says energy dot weight management dot appetite control dot mood support dot focus dot mental clarity dot. That's it. That's all my post says, literally, and some hashtags. Hashtag weight loss journey, hashtag energy like well. Like, it doesn't, and you guys, that's a very basic, generic, like, that's probably as spammy as mine get, but I really want to sell some minis, and I haven't posted about minis in a while, so I did that post. But my point of that is, it doesn't have to be about, oh my gosh, you guys, I started taking Thrive 3 months ago, and before Thrive, I was just this blah, 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 and after I took Thrive the first day, I felt like blah, 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 and then now it's been like 3 weeks, and I feel like even better, and nobody wants to read all that. So, not all the time anyway. Switch up your posts. I tell my story maybe once a week, twice a week, and there's other leaders that are going to tell you to post it every single day. Again, do what works for you. If you guys are not learning anything like the way that I do it, go watch YouTube videos. If you want to do attraction marketing, go watch YouTube videos on attraction marketing. Attraction marketing doesn't work for me, so I do a mix of the two. Like, figure out what works for you. Yeah, Instagram, I think I'm growing a little bit more fond of it. I hate the freaking DMs, though. Like, I cannot stand direct messenger. I think it's the most unorganized messenger I've ever seen in my life, and I just can't. The colors, oh, shoot, blue. Your first keyword is blue. Thank you. Oh, I'm going to keep talking. Okay, I'm almost done with my notes, too, although I have a little bit more. Okay, so Maria once said, an object in motion stays in motion. This is a quote, you guys, but okay, there's more to it. An object in motion stays in motion. An object in rest stays in rest until an external force comes and moves it or applies extra force. So she asked, are you an object at rest? What is your force? What motivates you? And what do you want to change about your life? And I thought that was just brilliant, because it's true. A lot of us came into this business and we were fired up for the first 2 days, right? And then nobody, or maybe it was just 2 people, liked your post, but nobody commented. And you're just like, man, I don't know if this is going to work for me. I posted twice and nobody's commented. You guys, this is a business, okay? When Pizza Hut first came out, they probably didn't sell all their pizzas in one night. It just didn't happen. When Apple Watch came out the very first time, people were like, what the heck? Why would we want that on a watch? That's what I said. And guess what? Now I own an Apple Watch. I do. And you guys, it took me a year and a half, 2 years to go freaking get one. When iPhones came out, I was like, nah, I'm good with my little Nokia. And then guess what? I upgraded to an iPhone. It takes time for people to get interested in things. So we have to give people that time. But figure out, are you going to just sit there and stay in this little shell, or are you going to figure out who is ready? That's the thing. If you guys aren't signing people, then you're not talking to enough people. And I don't sign people a lot of days, but I'm saying if you've got weeks without signing people, something bigger is happening. You're not doing something. And I'm sorry if that is rude and it makes you feel awful, but it's true. There are leaders out there that are literally signing four $400 kits in one freaking day. I'm jealous because I haven't been able to do that yet, but there are, and this company is growing and growing and growing. And if we don't get on the train and leave with it, then it's going to zoom right past us. And the momentum in this company is so crazy right now that if we don't jump on the train, we are seriously missing out. So this is the main reason why I wanted to get on here tonight, especially after everything that Bailey said this morning and so kindly brought up. I'm just kidding. I love you. It had to be said because, like, truthfully, I get annoyed because I don't know what you guys want. I'm like that dude in the relationship that's like, the girlfriend is telling him like, no, I'm not hungry. I really don't care what I want. But like in reality, she has like exactly what she wants in her mind. Do you ever do that to your husband or boyfriend? Y'all, I know that I do. I'm like, I really don't care because I know he's not going to say Burger King. But then when he says Burger King, I'm like, but I really don't want Burger King. Right? Like that's you guys to me. I need you to tell me that you don't want Burger King. Okay? I need you to tell me what you want me to do to help you because that's why I'm here. Is for you guys. Like, I'll go solo if you want me to go solo, but I don't want to because I want to take you guys to the top with me. Okay. Stop worrying about all the people that you don't know. That's another thing. Just stop. Y'all know people, okay? You know people. The dentist that you go to, the freaking veterinarian that you take your dog to, like Bailey, the moms that you work with, at childcare, like Brittany, your other mom friends, and because you nanny, right? So like their parents, Lexi, people at your job or your friends, Rachel, people at your job, Chantel, like I know the people at your job. All of you guys know people, and you have to start like, if you need a memory jogger, just start thinking, where did I go in the last week? And think to yourself, okay, that lady at the Food Lion cash register could have worn my Thrive DFT in a spot that she saw it. Like, I bring that stuff up in conversation. You want to say something, Bailey? Are you good? Oh, okay. I bring that stuff up in conversation because I was at the nail salon the other day getting my nails done, and this chick kept looking at my sticker because it was on my hand. Like, I'm getting my nails done. My hands are like in your face. I'm gonna wear my DFT on my hand. Like, you guys, common sense, okay? And it starts conversations every single time, not only with the person doing my nails, but basically everybody sitting around me. And then the people in the back start hearing about me talking it to these people. They're back there getting pedicures, and they're like, what? You wear a sticker for energy? I'm like, yeah, girl, you never heard of this before? Like, easy as pie. I freaking sold a 3-day mini at a nail salon of people that can't hardly talk English, okay? So we all know people. You just have to get out of your shell. And I know it's hard. But here's the thing. You don't have to know everything because guess what? We have 3-way chats. And I don't know everything, but if I don't know something, I'll find out. Like, I don't mind looking it up. If you guys don't know the answers or something, be like, I don't know how this thing works. If they ask you, I don't know how it works, but I know somebody who does know how. Let me put you in a 3-way message. That's what I say. Let me put you in a 3-way message. Not can I or I'm going to. Let me put you in a 3-way message because my upline can explain it so much better than I can. And that's exactly what I say. And literally no one ever says no because I know some of you guys are like, I can't ever get somebody to agree to a 3-way message. It's because you're making it sound intimidating and nobody wants to talk to somebody that they don't know. But if they know that talking to that somebody they don't know will benefit them and that they're going to get information from that conversation and that they trust you, that you're not going to feel pressured, they're going to do it. Nobody's going to say no, especially if I'm like, let me, So keywords. Everyone stays so quiet and I'm not a quiet person. I know. Everyone does stay quiet in the chat. But if I get rid of it, then y'all are going to be like, no, Sarah, we missed the small chat. Like last time. And I'm like, okay, we'll make a small chat. And then what happened? Crickets, you guys. I want to come through this screen and strangle all of you. Even the ones watching a replay. Your second keyword is pink, just so you know. All right. We're going to continue on. Okay. Yeah, so don't worry about the people that you don't know. You know people. So many different areas of life. Start with those people. Okay, so another thing I was going to say on that note. A lot of you guys are like, I have these like really great friends, but I'm super embarrassed about what I'm doing, so I'm not going to ask these really great friends of mine because I know they're not going to want what I have because you're embarrassed, right? Wrong. Start with the people that you know. You've already built a relationship with those people. You've already spent 6 months, a year, who knows, since elementary school. Like, you've already spent so much time building that relationship. And what do we tell you guys to do on social media every day? Build relationships, right? So you've already like cut out that middleman of the steps that you've done with these people that you already know. Start with them. They trust you. They know you. They know you're real. They might think you're crazy, but who cares? Tell them, just give it a try. Give it 3 days. Please just give it 6 days. Like, give it a month. And if you don't like it, you never have to order again. And I'll babysit your kids and give you a date night out. Like, seriously, do something, get creative, because that can work. Like, I seriously would probably cut off my arm for a date night with my husband at some point. Like, I really would. So people would do that. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. When you stay consistent, you see growth. Walking away or sitting back doesn't do anything but waste time. Blah. Okay, we've already talked about all this. Struggling. Let's talk about the struggling and the discouraged word. My friend's husband thought Thrive was a joke, gave him a mini, and he never spoke badly about Thrive again. I love it. I'm sorry. Okay. So the struggling word. All of you guys are messaging me personally, not you guys per se, but some of you guys are, I'm struggling, or I'm disappointed in myself, or I don't even know, like all those negative words. Struggling is not in my vocabulary. I mean, it is, but it's like not in my business vocabulary, because everybody struggles, you guys. Like, we all fail every single day. And that's why we get up the next day to do better and better and better, right? Like, that's how I see my life. I fail at so many things every single day, but I also win at a lot of things. And my goal for tomorrow is to win at more things than I won at today. And that's just how it is with my life, because I know every day is not going to be perfect. Sorry, I heard my kid's door like open. That's really creepy. But it's not, so I don't know. You're not struggling. You're not. You are maybe in a slump. You're maybe in a dry spell, but you're not struggling. You just haven't found that right person that's going to take you to the next level. You haven't found that rock star yet. But if you quit and you give in to the struggle, then you're never going to find the rock star, right? Like this person that I was watching, his name is Dustin Bland. He's amazing. He's from It Works. He literally went 200K in like 90 days or 4 months. I can't remember. Like, I talked to him, you guys, I talked to him before I joined with Maria. Like, it was between him and Maria. So of course, like a month and a half ago when he went 200K, I was like, Sarah, why didn't you join under Dustin, right? But I freaking love Maria, and I connected with Maria because she's got crazy kids and I have crazy kids, and like, she gets me. This guy who I know nothing about is just a badass poster, and I followed him forever, and It Works. He's gay, he's funny, he's awesome. Like, I love him. I love his posts. He's super motivational. That's all I knew about him, right? So I talked to him before joining this company, and I kind of kicked myself in the butt. And then I realized that even if I would have joined Dustin's team, that doesn't determine my success. Like, I am the only one that determines my success. And the reason why I'm not 200K yet is because I can honestly say that I don't give this business my everything, my 100% every single day. I physically cannot some days. And you guys, that's okay. I'm not saying you have to be a robot, but I'm just saying if you never give 100% ever, you can't really complain about struggling, right? Because it's your fault. It's your own fault. You're just not doing enough. And I know that's hard to hear, but like, I spend an hour on social media every single night interacting with people's stuff. I schedule my posts so that they look pretty on my Instagram. Like, I type out captions so I don't have to do that while I have kids hanging all over me all day, every day. I, post before we start speech therapy so that I don't worry about not being able to post until, evening or whatever, late afternoon when it's over. Like, do those things for yourself so that your business comes a little bit easier. Start working your time a little bit better. You're always going to have moments of like comparison, and you're always going to have slumps, and you're always going to have slow times, quote unquote, but you determine like whether you get back up and you start kicking butt again or whether you just sit down. And once people sit down, we all know that most of those people quit. And I'm not saying everybody quits, but a lot of times when people sit down, they're done. They've lost that momentum, right? Their object in motion is no longer in motion. They're sitting down. So they're still, and they just watch everybody roll by. And then that comparison comes in again, and then they get down on themselves again, and it's a downward spiral. But if you stay in motion and you stay motivated and you stay doing personal development and you know that this is going to work out, like you have to just know, like I know I'm going to be 200K. I know it. It may take me 6 years to get there. And I honestly may not get there, but dadgummit, I really truly believe that I will. And that's what you have to believe too. Like if 12K is your rank, wake up in the morning and tell yourself, I am 12K. Put friggin' sticky notes all over your bathroom mirror and tell yourself that you're 12K. Because until you believe it and you see the work that has to be done in order for you to be 12K, you're not going to be 12K. Down on yourself and not as motivated lately. Yeah, he's amazing. His posts are freaking amazing. Like scroll through his timeline. It is incredible. Dustin Bland is his name. He's so good. So, I mean, we all have times of like getting down on ourselves. I do. I get in funks. I wasn't having the best day yesterday at all. But you would never know that through my social media because and it's hard, you guys. That's like one of the hardest things I think about this business is being positive, like looking positive on social media and feeling so down inside, right? Like that's so hard to fake. And I'm not saying fake it, voice it sometimes. Like you guys know that I'll get on live video and talk about my struggles. I'll cry on live. Like I don't care because that makes me a real person and people see me and they're like, dang, like she's going through a lot of shit right now. I feel for her, but she's still working this business. So maybe with all the stuff that I have going on in my life, maybe I can work this too. Like that's what I want people to see, that I don't put my makeup on every single day. I don't fix my hair every single day. I don't shower every single day. I probably stink a lot of the days, to be honest with you. I don't care. Like I have a lot of stuff going on. I do not care because my kids come first. But this business means that my kids can have a better life than I ever had. And so you better bet your ass that I'm going to give my business my everything, just like I give my kids, because they are my why. And even though they come first, this goes hand in hand with it. So you've got to figure out something that motivates you that much, because if you don't have anything pushing you like that, ball in motion or object in motion, if you don't have a force that's pushing you, whether that be me or your why or your team or, just your health in general, like you have to find something, because if you don't have a goal to work towards and you don't have that like X marks the spot on your little roadmap that doesn't technically exist and it may be all over the place, but if you don't have that X, like where are you going? You don't know where you're going if you never like say where you're going, right? You're just driving around aimlessly on this road trip. You have no idea, and you're putting all this money into your gas tank and all this effort into driving, but you're not going anywhere, right? So you have to figure out like where are you going? What motivates you? Okay. So yeah, so Maria said, like, if you don't have moments of comparison, being down on yourself, frustration, then, and you never get to those points, you're not working your business hard enough. Like you're allowed to feel down, but you're not allowed to sit down. You're not allowed to like let it get the best of you and just quit. You're not allowed to do that if it's what you want. Because here's the thing, you guys, you're your own hero. You are the only hero in your story. You're the only person that's going to come save you from whatever life is happening. You are the knight in shining armor. You're the only person that can change your story. And yeah, maybe this rock star could come in and they could help you promote faster, or they could do this, that, and the third. But if you're not working, then you're not going to get a paycheck on them anyway, because you're not working. So you have to keep going. You're your own hero. Like you're the only person that's going to change what you want in life. And okay, I think that's about it. And let's talk about like family for a second, because I know that a lot of you guys like goes back to the knowing people, I think a little bit maybe. But for a long time, like I was really worried about what my family would say. Like my mom isn't even on Thrive. She's still not on Thrive. Been doing this for 7 months. I'm like, Mom, why are you not doing this with me? Right? But you guys got to understand that you have so many people watching you, not just your potentials on Facebook, not just, your customers, not just your friends from elementary school and high school. Like your kids are watching you. Your family is watching you. Your best friends are watching you. People that trust you, that know you, they're watching you. And you are the one that determines your success or failure to those people. Nobody's going to call it a joke if you wake up and you kick butt and you go 200K. Like, stop worrying about what everybody thinks. That's something that's really hard to do, but it's so important to just get out of your shell and shut everybody up, because reality is, you guys, there are stores closing left and right. I mean, Toys R Us just filed for bankruptcy. Did you guys see that? Like, Toys R Us. Hello. They rip me off every time I go in there. So how can you be bankrupt? But the thing is that everybody's buying online now. Like there are so many. Hold on, babe. Who else filed for bankruptcy today? iHeartRadio. Y'all just filed for bankruptcy today. Like there are so many people going bankrupt that the 8 to 5, the 9 to 5 things, y'all, 20 years from now, we're not going to have a whole lot of 9 to 5 positions. I can guarantee you that a lot of jobs are going to be online based. They may have people working those from 8 to 5, sitting at home, but like home based businesses and network marketing and direct sales is the next big thing. How many Macy's stores have you seen close because they do more online sales? Look at Amazon, okay? Look at all of these places. Launch, the place I just bought my curling one from, and they have seriously amazing freaking products. They have a headquarters building, and that's it. They don't have any stores. None. I've not even seen their stuff in salons. They literally just sell on social media. The place that we're looking into getting our food delivered, it's like HelloFresh, but it's kind of local, and they have like a different variety. It's like a different setup. But anyway, they only advertise via word of mouth and social media. Like homegirl runs it out of her basement with like deep freezers and stuff. And she like, I'm telling you, people like in Charlotte, North Carolina, 3 hours away, get this girl's food. Like everything is turning into this whole network marketing, like work from home. And so if your friends are judging you now, I said all of that to say this. If your friends are judging you now, laugh at them. Okay? And I know that sounds mean, but like if you think they're laughing at you, you need to be laughing at them, because they don't know what's about to happen. You do, and you're already in it, and you're right here. And promoters are joining every single day, and they're going out and they're promoting left and right, and they're grabbing other promoters, and then other promoters are joining. And before long, like, I'm not going to say that this company is not going to be around forever, but it is what it is. Direct sales, they come and go, you guys. So you can either go to the top now, or 10 years from now, you may not ever be able to go to the top. Like, I don't know. But I'm just saying, now is when you need to, like, grab the horns on the bull and run, because a lot of people still have not heard about these products. And we seriously, all hands down, have the best compensation plan that I've ever seen in network marketing. And I researched a lot, like 6 or 7. That's not a whole lot, because I know there's millions of them now. But I researched several companies before I made the switch, because that was like one of the hardest things I ever did. No, I didn't see what Trump said. If he ever went bankrupt and wasn't president, he'd do network marketing. I freaking love that. That's crazy. And you see how rich he is. So like, he knows what's up. I'm not even going to get into that. I don't like Trump, but I do like what he just said. Okay. So let's like ask yourself this. I want you guys to ask yourself this. This is the last thing, I promise. If you're not making sales or connections, then what are you doing? Like, have you looked at your social media? Have you gone back and looked at your posts that were working? Like, have you gone through all of your posts and said, okay, this one didn't get any likes, but this one got 20 likes and 3 comments. I'm going to post more like that. Have you dug into your friends list? Like, are you friends with 500 people that only share stuff? Weed them out, especially if you don't know them personally and you literally just added them to grow your network. Like, who gives a flying F? Delete them, okay? If they're not giving you value to your business, guys, like, your Facebook is now your business. And I'm not saying you can't be personal on there too, because I do every single day. That it's my Facebook. Like, I'm going to be a real person. But at the same time, I don't post anything that could be taken the wrong way. I don't post anything politically, like, and some people do. This is just me. I don't want to argue on Facebook. I don't post things that people can bash me on. I literally just want to be a happy, inspirational twin mom who is like rocking this mom thing, even though she feels like she's pulling her hair out every single day. Like, that's what I want to be to people. And I want to show that people can also be a millionaire and be at home with their babies and do the things that they want to do and have the freedom to do whatever. Like, that's what I want to show people. So figure out, like, go through your Facebook and go and look and see what's worked for you, what your audience looks like. Are you consistent? Like, have you been consistent over the last couple weeks? How many friends have you been adding? Have you been adding any friends at all? Like, and this same for Instagram, you guys. Have you watched any social media trainings or Zooms? Like, that's a big one. I know Zooms are silly, you guys, and I know we have a lot of them, but if you can dedicate yourself to like one Zoom a week, I promise you, I don't know if you guys got information out of this Zoom, because I'm like so bad at Zooms. I'm so bad at inspiring. I'm not near as inspiring as these 200K leaders, but then I don't know. Some of you guys tell me that you'd rather hear from people that aren't at the very, very top. So here I am. But if it's not me that fuels your fire and fills your cup up, then go watch somebody else. There's videos on the Pacesetters page, like day in and day out, a lot, like too many of them in my opinion, but find something that you want to watch and watch it. If it fires you up to watch Les Brown, then Google Les Brown and watch him every single day. Lavelle is seriously the vehicle that can take you guys to any destination that you want to be, but like, you have to get in the car and drive. You have to start it. You have to give it gas. You have to maintain and keep that car in good condition to get to your destination. Like, that is what this business is. That's all it is. You have the vehicle. You just got to throw everything else in there, like the recipe. Okay. The last word is going to be yellow. Okay. So I'm done. Posting in the team chat. Yay. That's awesome. Okay. So I am done, I think. Does anybody have anything that they want to say or questions or anything like that? I hope that you guys got something out of this. I don't know.
Are you going to actually like announce what the promo is, or like on here? Or are you going to
no, I'll probably do it in the chat, because I don't want people who aren't catching on to the 3 code words to know what we're doing. Oh, you're fine. I don't care. Like, I mean, they know it's going to be a promo, but I love you too, Brittany. And you guys, like I said, like, I can't, well, let me ask you this. As far as promos goes, do you guys, goes as far as, is that how? Whatever.
Promos go.
It's whatever. Yeah. Would you guys, like, do you guys like more spots with less amount or less spots with more amount? Because like, sometimes I can't give, I know that didn't really make sense. Like last week when I did it, I said 5 spots for 15 each, right? Cash back on customers. But like, I could do 3 spots of $25 cash back, or, you know what I mean? Like, do you want less spots with more money back on each spot, or would you want more spots and less money back on each spot? More. Yes.
Less spots, more money.
Okay. So that it's like better for you to like incentivize your customers and stuff. Like, you feel like it's more catching when it's more money. Okay. Does anybody else have any tips or anything to share? Like anything at all? Questions? You want to smack me and tell me to stop being so mean and rude? Anything? I don't mean to be mean and rude, you guys, but direct sales is not the easiest job. It's not. I'm glad, Lexi. It's hard, you guys, but the work that we put in is not hard. Like talking to people and building relationships and becoming friends is not hard, but it is hard to figure out how to do that while multitasking other aspects of your life. And so I get it. I really do. I wish that you guys could like live in my house for a couple days and just, I complain to Zach every single day. Like, I've only posted twice today. I haven't even effing checked my messages in 20 friggin' minutes. Like, I mean, I fuss all day long about the stuff that I don't have time to do, but I still make time for like the very important ones. So my suggestion to you, if I'm almost done, Rachel, and you can hop off if you need to. Oh, prego, boo. Oh, thank you so much. That makes me happy. I don't feel like it always. I just like, it makes me sad that you guys aren't seeing the success that you want to see. Ultimately, that's what it boils down to. And I just want to help, and I don't know how. But if you like I said, if you want me to live in your inbox and literally add me to every single potential as a three-way chat, like, you know, I'm down for it. That's what we did at the beginning. Like, I can't even tell you how many chats I was in at one time. I was losing my freaking mind. But you guys were signing customers, and you know what? Y'all get paid, and I get paid for that too. So like, who am I going to say? And that's the thing. Like, we have to just, you have to sacrifice something. So like, my goal for you guys that are struggling with time is make a list of 6 things and put your top 3 that you want to do on that particular day. It can be the same thing every single day, or it can be, you know, if you know Mondays and Wednesdays are your busy days, like maybe you have lighter things, like easier things to do on that day. Make yourself a 6 list and at least make the top 3 of your 6 list your priorities for the day. Like, figure out what you want to do for the day. And for me, a 6 list does not include the things that I know I should be doing anyway, which is posting. Like, that's the one thing. Posting and personal development are like not even on my 6 list because I have to do them. That's what I have to do. But all the other things are like things that could technically be pushed off to tomorrow, or maybe I can just spend 15 minutes instead of 30 minutes tonight on this, or, you know, whatever. So make yourself a list and then star the top 3 things, the 3 things that you want to get done. And if you happen to have extra time, you know, do the extra 3 things. But if you don't, just know that you're prioritizing, and the more intentional you guys are with your time, the easier it's going to be to balance, and the less you're going to feel like you are actually working. You know, like some days I don't feel like I've worked a whole lot at all, but I have, because I've been doing it in motion of everything else. So it's like, it feels smoother and it doesn't feel like work, which is the best kind of work in my opinion. Ever since you checked on me, I've been killing it. Sometimes you don't realize how much you fall off until someone asks you how you're doing and if there's anything you need help with. Well, I am glad. I will give you a smack in the crotch, kick in the crotch, whatever, anytime you want, anytime. Yeah, I'm guilty of not checking in with you guys like as much as I'd like to, but I feel like sometimes I feel like I do check in because I'm like posting in the chat, but then nobody responds. So like, I don't want to message you if you don't respond to me in the chat. What's up?
Can I just say that, so when this whole thing started, I just wanted to see like whose names would be popping up in here. And
Do I need to stop the recording?
Chat, and it said that we have 28 people in the group chat. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that there was even that many.
That's why I said 10. If we could get 10 on tonight, I figured 10 out of 28. That's like 35, 40%. So, and we had 7, including myself. But I love you guys. I'm proud of you guys. I don't care how many people get on. If it's helped somebody tonight, then my purpose is done. Then, you know, like, you're never going to have a team full of runners. You're just not. I know that with direct sales and social media in general, and it's just not going to happen. But all it takes is a couple people to go to the top. And that's what you guys got to find. And it changes. The people that came in with me, you guys see a lot of them are not here anymore, because they just didn't, either it just wasn't for them or they didn't want to give it the time or, whatever. But that doesn't mean that I have to fail. And like, that's what you guys need to realize. Just because your promoters have fallen off, or because you hit a slump, or maybe you haven't enrolled anybody ever, or in a couple weeks, or maybe you can't afford the product right now, like no matter what it is, if you keep on with consistency, like an action, you will grow. You can't do action every single day and not see growth. It's literally impossible. Like if you're digging a hole outside every single day, it's going to get deeper. Okay. That's what this business is about, but you have to stay consistent. And I just know all of you can do it. I'm watching all these people, like all these other people do it. And I'm guilty of comparison. Like I'm guilty of it so bad because I do that all the time. But my story is different than others, and so are you guys' story. And y'all have a lot of stuff that goes on that I probably don't know about. So if you ever do need like a push or just somebody to talk to, or anything really, whether you connect with me or anybody else on here, like if you connect with somebody else on our team, like shoot them a message. We're all here for each other. And that's what I love about like having a small chat, is it does feel more like a family when everybody kind of knows everybody. But okay, I'm going to hop off of here and I'm going to take some NyQuil and attempt to stay up for like a couple more hours of work. So I hope that's helped you guys. Good night, Rachel. Go take your prego butt to sleep. And you guys, I love all of you. And like, you just got to seriously, you just got to get out there and do it. I don't know how to tell you to do it. I mean, I can help walk you through it. Like I said, if you want me to look at your social media, if you want me to scan through your posts, if you want me to help clean out your friends list, figure out how to print your friends list, that's what I did the other day. I literally printed my friends list. Who does that? I don't know if you guys know this. By the way, on a side note, if you do print your friends list, it literally tells you exactly what day you added them as a friend. Blows my mind, right? I can't tell you how many people I have just gotten lost. Like I didn't even know that I was still friends with them. Okay. So, and then it also tells you how, like the friends that you've removed. So if you've deleted friends and maybe you want to get those friends back, it tells you declined friend requests, like friend requests that you've, declined, obviously. It tells you who you're following and who is following you. Like serious right here. So I'm about to go through and highlight off names of people that are already customers and basically make a whole new like hundreds list is what I'm going to do. It is, if you just Google how to print off Facebook data, it takes like an hour or two, depending on how big your data is and like how many, photos. It literally takes all of your Facebook data and puts it into a zip file that you can save on your computer. And then when you open it up, you can see things like all of your photos, all of your videos, all of your messages, all of your friends. Like it's kind of creepy, to be honest with you, but it's very helpful when you want to know who your freaking friends are without scrolling through every single person. And the fact that they're organized by dates, like I can finally reach out to the people that I haven't connected with in so long that I've forgotten about or not seen in my newsfeed for years, because Facebook algorithm sucks. So yeah, I just did that, and there's a buttload of names to go through, but I'm excited about it. So seriously, like I love trying to dig into things and give tips. So if you guys are struggling with something, even though I hate that word, tell me so I can try and help. Google is my best friend too. And if Google doesn't know it, then I don't know what to tell you. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm going to end this.